In this presentation, we will be covering sustainability practices across the industries with a specific focus towards the transport and logistics sector. When we come to the industry overview, the transport and logistics industry forms the backbone of modern global supply chain. It includes activities such as material handling, warehousing, packaging, transportation, shipping, security, inventory management, etc. Globalization and outsourcing are the most important trends that are currently being witnessed in the logistics industry. Outsourcing allows companies to involve more players in the supply chain, giving rise to third and fourth party logistics players. When it comes to the categorization of emissions in the industry, the International Greenhouse Gas Protocol Initiative has developed the following categorization: Scope 1, Scope 2, Scope 3 emissions. Scope 1 emissions are direct greenhouse gas emissions from sources owned or controlled by the entity. Scope 2 emissions are indirect greenhouse gas emissions resulting from generation of electricity, that is from chilled water steam. And Scope 3 emissions are again indirect greenhouse gas emissions from sources not owned by the entity, that is activities such as travel, commuting by employees, etc., which cause pollution. Coming to the modes of emission, depending on the transport time and carbon dioxide emission, dedicated express has the highest amount of carbon dioxide emission but the lowest transport time. Sea freight and sea transport has the lowest amount of carbon dioxide emissions but the highest amount of transport time. Therefore, a balance needs to be found in terms of transportation and logistics. Coming to sustainability in the transport and logistics sector, it is the most visible industry in global effort to curb climate change after the energy sector, and it is advocating adoption of more and more alternative energy and hybrid vehicles and using lighter vehicles to develop new service models. It also aims to minimize noise pollution and ensures the safe transport of dangerous and toxic substances.
Now we will talk about sustainability practices in FedEx. For FedEx, growing the company in a responsible, resourceful, and forward thinking manner is the only way to do business. And they believe that conducting business in a safe, ethical, and sustainable way translates into long term profitability. Proof of this is the fact that in 2015, more than $6.2 billion revenue came from the customers seeking information on corporate citizenship and carbon emission data. Every year, they published their Global Citizenship Report, known as GCR, with key updates on their environmental footprint, their contributions to economic development, to their stakeholders, and the communities where they operate. Some of their goals and achievements. FedEx has set ambitious goals to reduce our footprint where we have the greatest environmental impact. The first is reducing aircraft emissions 30% by 2020 on an emissions per available ton mile basis. Second will be increasing FedEx Express vehicle efficiency by 30% by 2020, getting 30% of our fuel jet from alternative fuels by 2030, and expanding on-site renewable energy generation and procurement of renewable energy credits. FedEx has made impressive gains in meeting the sustainable objectives. In FY12, FedEx achieved a 22% fuel efficiency improvement in the FedEx Express vehicle fleet since FY05. By the end of FY12, FedEx Express had gained their global electric vehicle and hybrid electrical vehicle fleet to 482 vehicles, an increase of nearly 18%. As of December 2012, these vehicles had logged 14.8 million miles and saved 480,000 gallons of fuel since being introduced to their fleet in 2005. In EMEA, following other FedEx achievements, zero emission electric delivery vehicles serve FedEx routes in London and 5 in Paris. 7 electric assisted tricycles operate in the downtown districts of Paris, delivering shipments to the urban city center in a sustainable fashion. The company has begun operating Boeing 777 aircrafts, which use 18% less fuel than MD-11 freighters and provide greater payload capacity. All FedEx branded envelopes are now carbon neutral. The majority of FedEx packaging is recyclable and of recycled materials. An energy efficient distribution center in Antwerp provides a reduction of energy consumption by more than 40% and carbon dioxide emissions by 60% each year, operating on solar panels in a lot of places. Talking about FedEx Earth Smart initiative, EarthSmart is FedEx's commitment to environmental sustainability. The program bundles initiatives that offer tangible business and environmental benefits. EarthSmart covers the span of FedEx impact, business solutions, workplace culture, and community outreach. Projects must meet high measurable standards to quality EarthSmart designation. EarthSmart covers three pillars. First is EarthSmart Innovations. FedEx services and assets, including trucks, services, and facilities, which meet strict quantifiable standards for innovation and environmental sustainability. EarthSmart Outreach. Through a variety of global and local philanthropic endeavors, it advances its commitment to making communities cleaner, healthier, and more efficient by encouraging sustainable transportation, green urban spaces, and resilient ecosystems. It supports sustainability projects with team members lending their time and skills to support valuable causes. Third pillar is Earth Smart at Work, programs which engage the team members on sustainability matters and help them to make significant contributions to environmental sustainability of our business qualify as Earth Smart at Work initiatives.
DHL Go Green Solutions provide measures related to the emission of greenhouse gases. So DHL reports the greenhouse gases like methane and nitrous oxide along with the carbon dioxide, which is the most popular greenhouse gas. They also assess the environmental impact in the transportation and storage of goods. They provide climate neutral services. They purchase carbon credit from selected project for the various kind of projects. DHL Enviro Solutions provides highly flexibility solution configured to meet the exact need of the customer. They provide a supply chain optimization, real estate energy management, fleet performance management. In supply chain optimization, they provide detailed end-to-end supply chain identification of current and future risks. In real estate energy management, they provide comprehensive energy audits and energy efficient building solutions. In fleet performance management, they provide a detailed fleet performance review and benchmarking and driver training to maximize fuel efficiency. In employee engagement, DHL provides a development of sustainability strategies, best practice consultancy, and objective marking. They also provide sustainable business solutions, which include comprehensive waste management, ongoing carbon dioxide measurement, and risk management services.
Transport sector, we have taken sustainability practices of Indian Railways. Vision to promote green environment and clean energy while making the Indian Railways a global leader in sustainable mass transport solution. And the mission is to promote energy conservation measures, maximize the use of alternate forms of clean energy, provide clean and hygienic environment to customers, promote conservation of water and other natural resources, march towards zero waste discharge, promote green built-up spaces, and expand tree cover and noise reduction in railway operations. Energy management. Wind energy management installed a 26 megawatt wind power plant at Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. Solar. Solar water heaters for running rooms and kitchens to reduce dependencies on fossil fuels. Set up 1000 megawatt solar power plant on rooftops of railway stations. Water. Water recycling plants have already been provided across 30 locations, saving 12 million liters of water per day. Afforestation, increasing forest cover, Green India Mission, undertake boundary plantation alongside of railway tracks and block plantation on vacant land not required for development work. Solid waste management, 35,000 biotoilets have already been installed in 11,000 coaches and the task is being scaled up. Global carbon footprint. A capacity of building workshops on climate change and measurement of greenhouse gases was organized for senior officers of Indian Railways.
Now the conclusion part. Sustainable transportation is a capacity to support the mobility needs of people, freight and information in a manner that is the least damageable to the environment. There are some leading players in the transportation industry such as FedEx, DHL and Indian Railways, etc., known for the best sustainable practices in the industry. Measures to promote transport sustainability have their limits. Indeed, the built environment, transport infrastructures and even modes cannot change quickly enough to solve the bulk of problems related to unsustainable transport. Most of the investment that is already in place will remain in place for 50 years or more, and new investment will not represent much more than a few percentage points change in terms of reducing traffic congestion and its negative externalities. Environmental sustainability represents a growing area of responsibility for the providers of transport services, inciting them to acquire expertise in environmental management. The most important challenge is to implement environmentally sustainable transport within competitive market structure, leaning on coping with changes in transport demand while improving transport supply. Thank you very much for watching this video.